Hi guys, it's your girl Jean here with another video. I would like to share with you today my lunch, which is pizza. Let us get a prayer. Amen. Amen. Yes, I was trying to find something simple to make today, and this is store-bought frozen pizza. I didn't get it from pizza. I didn't get it from a pizza place. And I, let me see, which brand is this? Ooh, look at that cheese, y'all. Ooh, I added some extra cheese on it. This is Red Baron. Mm, it's hot. Mm, mm. It's stuffed crust. Can you see the cheese in the crust right there? Mm. It's not bad for frozen. I think this is something new that they're doing. Mm. Ah, y'all, that's hot. That's hot. Wait a minute. Let's see, can we break it off and I can blow it. Yeah, this just came out the oven. So it's nice and hot. How you guys doing today? Did you do your worship today? Did you go to church? Did you follow someone on television, social media? I hope you did, and I hope you got a word in today that sustain you and help you. I know I did. I was telling my brother I'm ready to get back in the church, but then a part of me, because of a lot of medical conditions that I had, I still, even with a mask, I have to be careful when I'm around people. So I don't know yet. But trust me, I get my word in. I do my praise and worship all the time. So I'm straight. You don't necessarily have to always be behind your four walls. And honestly, to tell you the truth, the Bible tells us we're supposed to go out. You know, it's people in the streets that need to hear the word, that need salvation. And so don't focus so much on the building, but are you worshiping? Are you serving God and serving others? Are you kind, considerate, thankful? Are you giving? Do you help other people? Now, it's good to be in a church under some good teaching, but if you're not able to be, there's a lot of us people that are going through sickness that's homebound. You can still serve Him because a way has been made, whether it's through the television, social media, radio. You can hear the word of God, and when you hear that word, let it get and penetrate into your heart, and you will change your life, the way you live, the way you treat others. No problem, you know? This is so good, I almost burnt it. Because I was around here doing everything. And I said, let me check that pizza. Check it just in time. Yeah, for store bought, this is not bad. Not bad at all. I wonder how it is when you save it, because I know I'm going to end up putting the rest in the refrigerator. Maybe I'll try it later on. when I want something to snack on or something. I love it with the extra cheese. I don't do a whole lot of pizza. I eat a pizza every blue moon. Today I just wanted something simple and something different. I went to the store because I needed some. I had my site worked on Friday, and I had to take the stitches out yesterday. And I needed some antibiotic ointment. And so I went this morning. It wasn't in the first store I went to, but I went to another store and they had some. Well, actually, that was the third store I went to and I found some because they had a pharmacy. And I said, well, I came in here for the ointment. Let me get something I can put on when I get home for dinner because everything was frozen in the freezer. And I was like, what in the world do I want? Uh, I go in the store and go past everything. Not sure what I wanted to fix today. I ended up getting some short ribs, so I'll do a video later with the short ribs. But what I did, because I paid some money, they was expensive. Them short ribs that have so many bones, they are expensive. And I mixed it with this sauce. I should have just fixed them like I normally fix them. And I just wanted to try something different. So I never had this sauce before. And actually, this sauce is a sauce for beef stew. I hope I didn't mess them ribs up. I hope they turn out good. I guess it don't cool down enough for me to bite it. Well, didn't burn my mouth that time. So how have everybody been doing? I pray that everybody been fine and good things are happening in your life. I pray blessings over your life, joy, peace. And if you are struggling, going through, remember to pray and believe, and it'll get better. I can say my family is doing fine and everybody seems happy and doing good, and I thank God for that because I know it's some family, some real right now in turmoil. And I pray for them. I pray strength and comfort, understanding. Because family should be close. It's not going to always be. But you should. If you can't depend on anybody else, you should be able to depend on family. So you have to keep that family unit strong. And you have to look out for yourself, what you contribute to other people, how you treat other people. And that's how you'll be accepted. And so you want to be that strong arm that others can lean on. So you know what that means that you have to do. You can't be the cause of friction. You don't want to be like that. You want to be the person that others come to you and lean on you, because that lets you know that they think highly of you. And that's the type of person that all of us should strive to be. But you know, you got some grouches, don't want to be near nobody, don't want nobody to do this for them, don't want to do that for them. You're going to encounter those kind of people. But you still have to be able to be strong and be kind and be there for them. Because times are rough. And as the time go on and move forward, it's going to be rougher. It's going to be, oh my gosh, it's going to be so hard. And even to just live, to pay rent, to buy food, and to go to the doctor. And so we're going to need to be there for others. Just like we will hope that others will be there for us. We're going to need each other. And with the love of God in all of us, we can be that blessing for someone, you know? Hmm. Today well, actually this was yesterday, and I was talking to my best friend, and her mother had came by to visit me, and we were just talking about the state of the church and the state of the world. And if people really understand what is happening and what's going to happen. I know it's a lot of non-believers, and that's okay for you. I would never degrade anybody or put them down for their beliefs, because you have to live your own life. You are accountable for your life. Nobody else is accountable for you. You know, I know a lot of time people like to play the blame game, but it's you who ultimately set out to do what you do. You have to learn to tell yourself, no, that's not right. I'm not going to say this. I'm not going to do that. That was your choice to do what you did. You know, somebody could make you mad, but you don't lash out in response and do something where you end up hurt, you end up in jail. You know what I'm saying? That was your choice. We got to learn how to walk away. We have to learn how to ignore, and it's hard. I definitely know that it's hard. But many of the time, I have to tell myself, like, I encounter people. I get all kind of remarks about my size, how big I am. And I look at them, and I keep going. I'm not going to jail behind you. I'm not going to hurt you behind name calling. And I'm definitely not going to let you hurt me behind name calling. So I just ignore, you know. I have always been like that. I just, like, sometimes I laugh in their face and they be looking at me like, why she laughing? They be looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm laughing because they calling me names. What you want me to do? So a lot of people don't know how to handle stuff like that, and they offended and they hurt, so they lash back. But then they in misery. You know? I'm not. Hey, I'm fat. Well, call me all the names you want. I'm fine with it. Because I'm going to go on with my life, and I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to enjoy life. I'm going to enjoy my friends and family, and, you know, no amount of name calling. I don't like disrespect, though. Like, I don't like people to get up in my face. You want to call me names? Call me names way back over there. Don't get up in my face and because then you disrespecting me and you disrespecting my space. And sometimes we do have to stand up because if you don't, people will walk over you. So I'm not bothered by names. And I think a lot of us have to get over that fact. Don't let nobody make you feel bad about yourself. I don't. I do. I am big and fat and honey. I love me. I love the person who I am. I love my heart. I love, I love everything about me. My knowledge, my wisdom, my anointing, my calling. I've been blessed than to sit around and be upset because you're talking about how fat I am. I don't know. For me, it's never been a big issue, but I can understand because I minister to so many other people that have differences and handicaps that people mock them for, and they uncomfortable. They don't like it. And a lot of them feel like they just have to fight back. Because if you say something to me, I'm going to punch you in the mouth. I'm going to do this and that. That's what they tell me. And I said, but then you got to think of the consequences. Are you ready to suffer the consequences for that? Or do you smile at them and keep going or just ignore them? I can ignore. I remember one time I was in a restaurant with a couple of my friends, a couple of my girlfriends. And so we came in and it was like two couples that were together. And I don't know if they were married or not or whatever, but so when the waitress, she took us to our seat, we had to bypass them. And I'm also tall. And so when I walked past them, one of the guys, he was like, I'm not gonna say what he said because I don't use foul language. But he said the D word. He said, she big as a house. And so my friends, I had told them, like, when we go places, because, honey, they will come to my defense. That we come to each other's defense. And I had told them years and years ago, when we go places, we're going to encounter ignorant people. So when we go places, we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're not going to fight anybody. Let them say what they want to say and keep moving. And so they have been good with that. But many times I had to tell them, come on now, come on. We came here to enjoy ourselves. We came here to watch a movie. We came here to do whatever we were going to do. Ignore them. I'm fine with it. They said, are you sure? I said, yeah, I'm fine. I'm enjoying myself. And so the waitress took us, to our table and we sat down and she asked for our drink order and she gave us the menu. And so he was over there. And see, one thing about some men, they're so immature. They're so silly. And so I'm more at the, how old are you? You know what I'm saying? And these men look like they were in their maybe mid-30s. And so one of them, he just kept talking. And see, one thing I noticed about bullies, if they have an audience or they have people with them and they showing off for the people with them and they can get a laugh out of them, they keep going. And so that's what happened, because everything he was saying, the girl with him and the guy and the other girl, oh, they was laughing like it was so funny. Now these all look like they middle 30, and they're middle 30s. They all, just being silly. And so I'm ignoring them and I'm going and I'm looking at the menu and I'm just excited because I saw my chicken Alfredo linguine. And I was happy because I don't like to go to, because this was a new place. I had never been to this place before. We was out of town. And I don't like to get new stuff when I go to a restaurant that I never had before, just in case I don't like it. So what I do, to be on the safe side, wherever I go, I'm looking for my linguine Alfredo with chicken. That's what I look for, because most people cannot mess that up. And only one place I went, I had to ask them for more sauce, because it was like, wait a minute, where's the sauce? But he just kept making comments. So he was getting angry because he was calling me out of my name, and he wanted me to answer him. He wanted me to look at him because my friends were looking at him. They were giving him the eye. And he wanted me to look at him to acknowledge his silliness, and I wouldn't. I just kept talking. So when the waitress came to, get our order, she said, I can get management to talk to them if you want me to. I said, I'm fine. And so we gave her our order, and he was like, I know it's taking long over there because she want everything on the menu. She can eat this. And he just was just going, and they were dying laughing. So they was giving him his audience that he wanted. And but the other people, I noticed that the other people in the restaurant was not laughing, and they were not happy. And the sad thing about it is that it was people of color. And the people around us were other races, and they were looking and shaking their head. And so when the waitress left, he called me. I don't know. He said big something or something. So I was ignoring him. He said, I know that big MF heard me. I'll go over there and bust upside her head. Okay. What did he say that for? Because now you threatening me, so I'm going to become on the defense. So my friend said, do you have? And I said, in the car. She said, well, mine's not. And she said, if he come over here, I'm going to blow him away. And I was like, see, this is not what I want. I don't want, even though he's directing the offense at me, I don't want nobody to lose their life because they being immature and silly. And so I told her, I said, no. I said, I don't want you to do that. I said, if I have to defend myself, you pass it to me and let me defend myself. So she took it out. We passed it under the table. I made sure the lock was off. Because if you would have seen him, if he would have swung at me, trust me, big as I am, he would have knocked me out. Because I'm still a female. And I am not a boyish female. I'm a girly girl. And so I just kept ignoring him. And I'll come over there. You don't think I'll come over there? So at the time the waitress heard him, she got the manager. So the manager came, and the manager told him he had to leave. And she was like, you cannot disturb other patrons in here. You cannot bother them, sir. You're going to have to go right now. And so, he was cussing up something. He was cussing up something. So anyway, he wanted to get his food wrapped up. And the manager told him to go now. And said, your friends will get your food. And said, just go. And so he gave the girl his credit card. And he went out and he was cussing up a storm. So they got their food together and they left. And so I said, well, thank God I didn't have to use this. She did not have to use it, but I would have if I have to, because it would have clearly been defense. And it was so many people in that restaurant that day who would have been a witness. And so a lot of times it's just better to ignore. You know what I'm saying? Just ignore it. It wasn't bothering me. What was bothering me was the fact that it was bothering my friends, because they were agitated. They wanted to say something back so bad, and they wanted to, and they start talking about him, and they start laughing. And I said, I said, do not resort to what he's doing. I said, do not resort to what he was doing. But we were blessed that day because a young man and his wife, they came as they were going out, and they told us that they paid our ticket. So not only did I get blessed, but my friends got blessed. And so, learn how to ignore, just ignore foolishness. As long as your life is not in danger or you feel threatened, just ignore. Know the great person who you are. So many times when I hear about people committing suicide, and especially children, because of something somebody said about them, the teasing, the bullying. And I was like, Lord, I wish I just had an opportunity to be in their life and to just speak to them. Just speak to them one time and know that I tried, and let them know how beautiful they are, regardless. You just have become a target and you became an easy target, so they keep bothering you. But you are a beautiful person. Don't worry about what anybody say. Love yourself, and I trust me, you'll let that stuff go right on past you. When you know how they say, go in one ear and come out the other. For me, most of the time, and some of them, I look at them like, they got the audacity, but guess what? I'm not gonna become small-minded like them and say something back to them. I just may look at them and shake my head, or like, okay, you talking about me? Okay, whatever. So, in this day and time, and as time go forward, we really gonna need each other. We really gonna have to lean on each other. And so, you want to be that person that people can trust, that people know that you there and you got their back. And I pray that if somehow that's hard for you, that spirit come out of you, and God allowed the spirit of him in you, and you be changed. And so I enjoy talking again to you guys. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and like it. Hit that notification bell so it'll let you know whenever I upload another video. Until then, stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.